Hey, everybody. How are we doing this morning? Looks like Ray and Bradley are here. Carmen, cute grandpa. Why do people think I'm cute? I don't think of myself as cute. Hey, Daryl. So Daryl's been a good bud for a while, and we finally got to get together in person a while ago for the first time in years. That was great. Let's see. Yeah, Brad, biceps. And Jacob's here. Oh, you woke up early today. Alan, yes. Told me you were going to be here. Pex. Carmen thinks I'm cute. Who agrees with Carmen? Who thinks I'm cute? Frank. Not sure I've met you before, Frank, but thank you very much. I appreciate your being a fan of my muscles. Indeed, Daryl, let's do it again. Alan says, fairly cute. Thank you, Alan. So I know Alan pretty well, even though he lives in the UK, and no one would ever think he's cute. Good looking man, but he's not cute. I don't know why people think I'm cute. Oh, Bradley, thank you. Handsome. I think that fits a mature muscle man much better. Well, okay, so Ray, do we think I look tanned or what? I've been, this is summer down here on the Gulf Coast. There is so much sun. I'm like bathing in sunscreen these days whenever I go out. I hope everybody reads what Jacob says. He knows how to treat his muscle daddy. There's Marco. Okay. I'm doing great, Marco. Yeah, well, any color that's going to get on these pecs is going to be fake. I mean, I'm not lying out in the sun. Mustache. You like the mustache? People tell me it makes me look like an 80s porn star. But Carmen, I'll stand up and show you the abdomen a little later. Ray, I actually never have been to a nude beach, but I certainly would be happy to more than happy to go to one. But again, when I go to the beach, I'm like covered in sunscreen. Thank you, Marco. I'm excited that you're here. Okay. So just want to point out there's a little chat message pinned to the top. You can see it there. It's in blue. I guess it probably shows up blue for you too. Once again, for a $5 tip, you can get 2 minutes to tell me exactly what poses you want to see. An incredible deal. You get to control Muscle Daddy for 2 minutes. I will do anything that won't get this live stream classified as adults only, okay? Because I don't do adults only on YouTube. Ray, yes, I am still under 190. I seem to be holding there, but I also seem to be doing pretty well in the size and definition. So Carmen, when this grandpa approaches, I get crazy. Oh, well, I guess I'm sorry that I make you crazy. So I actually have a fun idea for a little contest we'll do in a few minutes, in a little while. A fun contest. I'm not so sure I've got weight goals anymore, Ray. You know, I mean, so on Reddit, I follow some subreddits like bodybuilding, natty your juice, getting shredded. And guys there are always talking about, okay, so I'm bulking up to this amount, and then I'm going to cut down to this amount. And I'm going, how do you control your weight so much? I have no idea how some people do that. Carl, thank you. Giving me an applaud. Thanks. Well, Alan, you're looking pretty good at 185. I wouldn't worry about that at all. I forget how tall you are, but yes, Ray, that's it. It's metabolism. It's metabolism. I also find now that I'm retired, I am eating less than when I was at work, especially when I was going into the office, because I spent huge amounts of my day on my feet and walking or bicycling around campus. So I was eating quite a bit because I was, you know, besides working out, I was burning off calories because I didn't spend much of the day sitting at a desk. Alan's 5'8". You're right, Marco. It's time to flex. Much as I enjoy chatting with you guys, I know that we're all here for the same reason, and that's to see me flex, which I love doing. Love doing it. Oh, thank you, Mohammed. Here. So I actually this morning did a leg workout. So I'll show you how those are looking. Okay. Lighting is, let me see, maybe I can move the light. Is this going to help? Yes, that's going to help. Okay, when I'm standing up, I can't read what you're putting in the chat, but I'll check it after I get back. And of course, hamstrings. Maybe looks a little washed out. I'd love to do this at night when the room is very dark and I just have the ring light on. But if I do it at night here, it would be like, 4 a.m. for my European fans. So let's see. There's Carmen with the cute, tasty legs. Nice quads. Well, the quads are in addition to, of course, never skipping leg day, which I don't think I've ever skipped a leg day in 30 years of lifting because I like leg day. Also, bicycling. And I live in a really flat city. We do have some wind, but still, when you're biking a lot, you build up some quads. Thank you, Marco. Derek. So Derek is asking if I can make my pecs bounce. So who can answer Derek? Can I make my pecs bounce? Oh, thank you, Ray. Yeah, the big chest and bird legs are crazy. Yeah, Alan, we all have our advantages, our genetic advantages. Jeff T, look how big my bicep has grown. You think that's big? Should be bigger. That's right. Of course I can. I can bounce my pecs. Fabricio. So I'm going to tell you a little story about pec bouncing. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you know that not this past week, the week before, I was visiting family. So I was in another city, and I met up with a longtime worshiper who sometimes joins us here, and met him in person for the first time, which was very nice. I really enjoy meeting fans in person. It's live streams are great, and doing a one-on-one show on Skype or whereby is great, but in person is always fantastic. So he said, let's count for a minute, see how many times you can bounce your pecs in a minute. So we decided that each separate pec, left and right, would count as 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So he turned on his phone, and I assumed he was counting. I'm just sitting there for a minute, doing this. And when it was more or less over, I said, okay, so how many? And he goes, I don't know, 200, 250. I just lost count. So that was kind of fun. Fabricio, hola. Tengo un gusto de saludarlo. No entiendo exactamente. Derek, yes, I can, but I'd prefer to do that for you personally if you would like to do that. I do personal cam shows for very reasonable rates. Contact me. If you're interested. Actually, Ray, it's easier to bounce them if they're not pumped up, just because they're kind of more relaxed. After I do a big chest workout, it's there's a lot of tightness there. Sorry, Will, there's my email there. So I'm just want to remind everyone, if you'd like anything more personal from me, just send me an email. We can talk about it. I have a very nice brochure with, my extremely reasonable charges for custom videos, private cam shows, in-person worship sessions. If you want to buy some of my gear, it's all very reasonable. Pimps you up. Mary Jane. All right, let's see how close I can get here. I'm glad you're enjoying the Twitter, Ray. Oh, Alan, you know I'm on Twitter. Like that slow roll. Well, thank you, Mary Jane. I don't think we've met before. Sometimes someone once asked me on a video if I slowed it down when I was doing this, and I said no. That's what's called muscle control. Yeah, like that. See it roll right up. So, how about a little game? No, I cannot kiss my pecs. Who wants to play a little game? A little contest, okay? Winner gets to tell me what flexes they want to see for 2 minutes. Okay, so here's the game. I told you that, so a little background. I do programs at the gym. Usually they're always multi-week. And I finished one about 3 weeks ago, and then I was out of town for almost a week. And then I came back and started another one. And I always do different ones because, you know, different ones it's good. You don't want to get in the rut. So the one that I started, the first 4 weeks are a combination of strength, which is heavier weights and low reps, and definition and shape, which is more moderate rates and high reps. So this was actually, today was the first leg program on this program. And so I will put down what the routine was, and you guess how much weight I pushed. All right, how much weight I lifted in this routine. And whoever comes closest gets 2 minutes to tell me what to do. And you can put pounds or kilos, whichever one. I can do both. No, Ray, I don't create the gym programs. I actually have a membership, which is like really cheap, $49 a year. It's an app called Body Fit, done through bodybuilder.com. They have lots and lots and lots of different programs. So I'll look at one and choose one that looks interesting. Of course, Derek, I can flex my biceps. I can bounce them too. Okay. Let me put down what the routine was. Okay. Warm up, barbell, squat, 2 sets of 10 reps. And that was 6 to 8. Straight leg. Wait, I forgot what it's called. Oh, I'm having a senior moment here. Hang on 1 second. What? I'm just like, can't think of the name of that. Hang on, don't go away. Oh, duh. Straight leg deadlift 3 by 628, and lunge 3 by 16. I hate lunges. That was supposed to be lunge, not lung. Okay, and okay, that's what I did today at the gym. So guess how much weight that was. All right, and that I will tell you is a fairly moderate amount of weight for me on leg day, because when you're doing this is kind of a strength, you always lift less weight than if you are going for higher volume with more reps, means you're going for definition. So let me check something. Okay, so pounds or kilos? Okay, so Mary Jane says, can I flex my biceps and pec bounce at the same time? Actually, not really, because when your arms are up for flexing your biceps, your pecs are stretched and they can't be stretched. Now I can do this. I can flex one bicep and flex the, well, you know, kind of, but flex the opposite pec. Ray, no, total, Ray. How much weight did I push in total? 350 pounds? Okay, I can actually squat. I did not squat that much today, but I can squat 295 pounds in one rep. I didn't go that high today, so that's a little clue. 350 pounds. Ray, you are what we affectionately call DYEL. Do you even lift? Okay, so while you're guessing, while you're thinking, I'll do some flexing. Okay. Yes, total. What was the total for that whole workout routine? And again, here, show you the legs a little bit, because that's what was being worked this morning. Here, I'm going to try something with the lighting. Don't go away. Here I am. Is this any better? Let's see. Well, maybe. Here, let me move this up a little bit, because I can't move this light. So I got to be farther away. That doesn't a little bit better. I got to get farther away, so I'm not crazy about. I need to get a good production studio, and that's how's this. Oh, there's some interesting lighting. See what happens if I turn this back on. Yeah, really washed out. So I'm going to turn the overhead light off. So, well, I need some more guesses, folks. Or do you just not care how much your muscle daddy lifts? It's like, oh yeah, he'll do all the work and build all the muscles and flex for us, and we'll enjoy it. But when he asks us to guess how much he lifts, it's like, I can't count beyond 10. Make a guess, Bradley. And if you're close, I'll do that pose. It's actually hard to do in this chair because I can't move the arms. Dustin Head. I don't know if I've met you before. Okay, so remember, this is total weight. So like, for example, where it says warm up barbell squat 2 by 10. Let's say I put the bar itself is 45 pounds. The big weights are 45 pounds. So let's say there's 2 of those weights on. That's 135 pounds. If I do that 10 times, that's 1,350 pounds. And if I do 2 sets, that's 2,700 pounds. Or what would that be? More than 1,000 kilos. 1,300, 1,200 kilos, something like that. Okay. It's okay, Sarah. Sarah. Ray. Okay, now there's a guess that's a little closer, but not that close. 18,000 pounds, I'm assuming. Okay, again, 37 pounds, that's 1 dumbbell in your hand for 1 rep. So if you do that 10 times, that's 370 pounds. All right, so add the whole thing together. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Mohammed. Yeah, okay, from a low angle. One thing I should tell you guys is my my camera broke, so I'm using the cam on my laptop, which is not quite as effective. Oh, some of you must know something about lifting. All right. Good Lord. So all right, there's the answer. Thank you, Sarah. So I will tell you, Alan, and this is totally meant just to impress you. There are some leg day is always the highest weight because your legs, you're using your glutes, you're using your quads, and those are really, really, really big muscles. So there have been days where I have lifted like 75,000 pounds in a leg, lifted and pushed 75,000 pounds in one workout. Yeah, see, but when you're doing arms, biceps, you're using lower weights, like 25 or 30 pounds can build up your biceps, right? So you lift a 25-pound barbell. Let's say you're doing alternate curls, right? And so that's 20. That's just 500 pounds that you're doing. You do it for 3 sets, that's 1,500, right? Whereas 1 set of a back squat could be that much, easily could be that much. So, but that's it. I mean, if you want a muscular body, and I say if, because it's like you don't have to have one, that's fine. If you want a muscular body, there's only one way to get it, and that's lifting weights. Sarah, don't talk like that. It's YouTube. Here. You like that again? Yeah, the program keeps track of it, Ray. Bradley, are you watching? Oh, got to. Trying to get a. There I am. All right, Brad. So Bradley there is the fan who does the fan art that I used in a popular video. Nope, haven't measured in a long time. Okay. So Dustin, I think you're new here, right? I'm not sure I remember your name. Have I ever been worshipped? Who's going to answer him? Have I ever been worshipped? So Dustin had 641 for many, many years, many, many times. Yes, I have been. That's right, Mohammed, tons of times. Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you about that, but I did have a experience where I was worshipped in a church. Now I'm going to tell you, okay, it was not on the altar, it was not during services, okay, but it was in a church. But then some people think of me as a god. Okay, so Sarah's asking, do I have any social networks? Basically, because of time constraints and just because, good God, social media can overtake your life. YouTube, which you obviously know about, and then, of course, Twitter. Okay, Twitter is at Muscle Daddy Mark, and the reason it looks funny is because, at Muscle Daddy, it thinks I'm shouting out to myself, but it's just at Muscle Daddy Mark on Twitter. I did just last week reach 10,000 followers on Twitter. Yes, 10,000 followers. Hey, did you like that? Did you like that bicep there? Those veins on that bicep? You like that? Yeah. So, when I hit milestones on Twitter, I am willing to post certain kinds of videos. So, yeah, let's celebrate. That's a good question, Ray. It's very hard to answer. Most guys who worship me are not built like me. And that's part of the excitement, is that, there was someone who is pretty muscular. I have done mutual worship sessions with other muscle guys. Marco enjoys all of my tweets. Thank you. Yeah, well, Facebook, I don't use Facebook for, it's just for family and for some organizations that I belong to. And I'm thinking of just stopping Facebook also. It's ridiculous. It's useless. And I'm always asked about Instagram. Okay, so I'll tell you this, but you have to just respect what I'm going to tell you. I do have an Instagram account, but that's only so that I can follow certain people that interest me. I do not ever plan to post anything on Instagram because it just takes over your life. Keeping the Twitter going and the YouTube is pretty time consuming. And I do it because it's fun. Oh, Dustin, how I wish I could get to San Francisco more regularly. I went to school a million years ago in Santa Cruz, and my second year there, I got up to San Francisco with some regularity. But the last time I was in San Francisco, I don't even want to say it. It was 20 years ago. Oh, Ray, I have plenty of takers for my video sessions. The problem is they don't live near me. Oh, Ray, being retired doesn't mean you have more time to play. Yes, I will, Alan, of course. I will put flowers in my hair. Maniac Pope. Someone else new. All right, good to meet you. Thank you, Carmen. Nah, I'm not magic. I'm just a muscle daddy. Well, Carmen, I have myopia too, but I wear contact lenses so that I can see well. My daughter is an optometrist. If you come to Houston, she'll give you an exam, and if you tell her you're a friend of mine, she'll give you a discount. Thank you, Marco. My traps are always looking good. I don't know why, but my traps have just always been very, very thick, and they're ridiculously strong. Macon Robson, again, someone else, lots of new people. Thank you. It's great to see some new people here. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that even though this live stream is monetized, they're going to mark it as not appropriate for all advertisers, which cuts down the money I earn from it. But that's not a big deal because each individual video doesn't necessarily earn me that much money. It kind of depends. Well, yeah, sometimes I wear a tank top. Although now when I'm going out on my bike, I'm wearing a tee, it's got sleeves and everything, because I was getting a little too dark. How are people finding out about me? You mean like here on YouTube or on Twitter? I mean, that's the thing with social media is on Twitter, people retweet and then people that follow them see it. And there's also the algorithm. Like if you look for things that are similar to what I put up, it will show you me and you may say, oh, that looks interesting. Let me see this guy. And YouTube, they have these ridiculous analytics, which I used to spend a lot of time looking at. And then I said, oh, forget it. I look now and then, but it tells you how people get to your site. And the most common way people find me is because they're doing a search for Muscle Daddy. And there I show up because I'm a muscle daddy. And I enjoy being a muscle daddy. Thank you, Carmen. Follow me on Twitter. It's great. I'm actually up at about 10.3 thousand followers. Mohammed, you are just too nice. But thank you for stopping by. Oh, it's not the heat. I like the heat, Ray. It's the fact that the sun is there with its ultraviolet rays just shooting down at you for hours every day, turning your skin brown. And that means it's causing cancer cells. I'm very jealous of anybody with darker skin because you are safer in the sun. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be careful in the sun, but you're way safer than pale faces like me. Well, Ray, actually, the new people, they may have been following me on YouTube for a long time, but because this is a weekend that I'm doing it, they may not have had a chance. I mean, like, you know, my good bud, Bradley, my fan art guy, he, you know, he's been following me for a long time. I love you, Bradley. And, okay, here, while I talk, I'll do some peck bounces. And if you hang on a minute, Carmen, I'll get closer. But Bradley often can't make it because when I do it during the day, he has to go to work. And I do have some profiles on other websites. Like Ray said, Life Out, Big Muscle, I've got a profile on. A lot of those sites are much less traffic than before. But that's okay. They're easy to keep a profile there. And you do meet some good, interesting people. Well, Alan, you live in the UK. Everybody's fair there. But you don't have a lot of sun. You're famous for no sun. Ray, I've been online probably since about 1999, 23 years. Here. You still there, Carmen? This is about as close as I can get with using the cam on my laptop. Yeah, this. Yeah, so it's called either a most muscular or a crab shot, which I don't like. I don't think it's a very attractive shot, but if you like it, I'm happy to do it for you. Oh, and for those of you who follow me on Twitter, when you go to my profile, there's a banner across the top, which Bradley made, okay? And it's that cartoon figure of me as a muscle man superimposed across a view of our downtown. I love it. It's great. Really appreciate that. Ray, you know your poses. I'll bet you do. Like that. Or this, see the separation there? I don't know if you can see it, but there's some, let me see. It's going to get wiped out in the, you can kind of see, but I do have that separation between the two heads of my bicep. There, you can kind of see it a little better. That's why it's called biceps. That's singular. One biceps, two biceps, meaning two heads in Latin. Triceps, three heads. This is my better one. Three heads. Kind of, Ray, but not really. Marco, I'll do that for you privately, okay? I mean, I'm already probably violated a lot of YouTube guidelines for keeping this public and open to all advertisers, which, as I said, is not that big a deal because most of my stuff is approved for all advertisers. So here's one thing I was thinking. I don't know if many of you know about Whereby, but it's just I have a Whereby room. And what that is, if someone wants to cam with me, they don't have Skype or whatever, I can send them the link and then it just opens up in their browser, okay? But I can make it public, I can make it private. I was thinking that maybe it would be fun to do a cam show because I can, it's like Zoom, you can have lots of people there. But I would maybe do, a 30-minute show on Whereby where I could do much more than much more than I can do here on YouTube, but maybe charge a little bit, like for a half-hour show, charge a small amount, like $5. And then if I had a lot of people watching, it would be very worthwhile for me. So I'm thinking about doing that. The problem there is, again, timing and advertising. But it would be really easy because anyone who sends the money, I send them the link and then, I just let them in when they come at the right time. It isn't necessarily better quality, Ray, but I think the quality has a whole lot to do with, the equipment that you're using. The thing is that I have Skype. If you don't have Skype, then we can't use Skype. But I have an account at Whereby, and you don't need an account. I just send you the link, and it opens up in your browser. So it's very, very, and it doesn't say you need to download this software or anything like that. But then I could show more things that you might want to see. So if that's of interest to you, let me know. Let me know here. Send me an email. I'll put the email in here again. Oops. But I should spell the email correctly so that it would come to me. And again, remember that if you would like a custom muscle video, if you'd like your own private show, just let me know and I'll be happy to arrange it. Macon, you think it's an amazing idea? I would, you know what I would do is be sure and subscribe to me and here on YouTube and subscribe to my notifications, because I would put it in the community section where I put the notifications. So it wouldn't be on YouTube, but it would be a way of notifying. And I would put it on Twitter also. I don't wrestle, Dustin. I'm often asked. So I would be, with a willing partner, would be willing to do some fun wrestling. But that would be for fun, not for definitely, not for bodybuilding. I lift for bodybuilding because I just enjoy muscle building. It's fun. Have I gotten any new gifts? Monetary, yes. Yeah. See, here's what Dustin said. He goes, mm. So what else? We have about 10 more minutes or so. What's on your mind? Oh, well, people are quiet. That's a sign for more flexing. Well, you know what? So, Ray, a few live streams ago where I was showing off some of the new workout gear that I have, people complained. They said, no, keep your shirt off. So I just keep my shirt off for these. And to be, thank you, P-com or corn? P-com. Thank you. My chest is amazing. It's very thick, very defined. And it is very furry. It has everything at the Spanish speaking gym. Everything's fine there. I yelled at them because I said, people are just leaving their weights all over the place and it's dangerous and you can't find what you want. And they actually listened to me. Still a big mess, but they do have some of their employees will come by and encourage people to return their weights when they're done and walk around the gym and collect the weights that are left all over the place. I mean, it is obnoxious because, when you can't find something, it's a pain in the butt, but it's also dangerous. People trip over stuff. I just don't know why. Right. You love the Twitter where I had on a suit and stripped. Me strip? Nah, that wasn't me. Some people have come up to me and said, can I ask you how old you are? And they're always impressed when I tell them. I mean, it's just being nice to other people. Just respect the commonplace. Here, adopt you, Marco. I already raised 3 kids, so here, let me turn this light on and turn this one off. Let's see. Here we go. From the back. I never know what it looks like when my back is to the camera. this is kind of good for the, see the pec delt insertions right there? I got great ones. They're deep. You can see them good there. I don't always return the shopping carts, Ray. I will admit to that. But I don't leave them where some car is going to be blocked in or whatever. Ray, are you volunteering? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I do all my filming myself. It's like I need a crew to help me. I do all my video editing myself. Thank you, Alan. They are like pet dimples there. You can't see them quite as well, the lighting here. That's not so bad. Okay. Okay, so we're getting close to the end here. So those of you who are still around, it's been pretty, between 15 and 24 viewers at any one time. So any last requests? I got to tell you, I'm getting kind of, oh, you know what? This is stupid. Sometimes I'm very stupid. Yeah, I had the, yeah, that's a little better. I was all washed out because I had the light on, the ring light on, so bright. Well, Ray, I will look into that. Oh, hey, Quan. Quan is the he has so much integrity. Trust me on that. Great, great guy. So there you go. Here's for Quan. Boom, 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 boom. What a great guy. What a great guy he is. Slow ripple of my chest for Dustin. I will say that I have had really big bodybuilders. I mean, you know, guys who compete, which means they're juicing, so they're huge. Ask me how I do this. Well, late night, well, first of all, late night, I have to be awake, Ray. So Europe, like UK is 6 hours ahead of me. So, you know, if I do it at 3 a.m., that's 9 to 11 in Europe. Okay. And then in Asia, it's figure East Asia is like 12 hours difference. It varies, but from India to Australia, you know, it's going to be roughly 12 hours, give or take an hour or two. So that would work. But here, I mean, 10 in the morning, it's afternoon in Europe. It's not super late in Asia. West Coast, it's a little bit early. West Coast, US. Hawaii, you know, how many people are in Hawaii? There's triceps. You're welcome, Quan. You're my man. And that's the idea, Quan, to be ripped. Yes, Ray, it's a burden, just a burden. Quan, I was in DC end of April, beginning of May, but I was visiting family and who are no longer there. They were there for 3 years, and we went and finally, well, visited them because of the pandemic. We couldn't go, but we visited them like about a month, 6 weeks before they came back to Texas. But it was fun. those Hawaiian fans are in Hawaii. But it's like 7:15 in Hawaii right now. You know, it's early to get up and worship your muscle man. Okay, so we're at an hour. I need to shower because I still haven't showered after the gym. And get about my day, which doesn't really require much because, hey, I've already lifted 30,000 pounds, right? So what else do I need to do? Yes, Ray, I've been to Hawaii twice, but not for a very long time. Last time I was there was December 19. Well, the first time I was there was May 1982, and the second time I was there was December 1983, and not since then. Marco, I'll do that for you privately, okay? But I'll blow you a kiss. Okay. All you guys. Okay, a lot of these things you're asking for, contact me. Here's the email again. And we can discuss it, okay? I'm not going to take a shower on YouTube. Please. No, Alan, it became a state in 1960. 1960. So when I was born, there were only 48 states. But I was too young to know that. All right, here we're going to end with this. Everyone wants close-up pec bounce, right? And a little slow. On the side. All righty. Boom. See everyone soon. I love you all.